savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to mooch off your friends.
You gonna finish that grape?
You mean the one in my mouth?
You don't need to stop buying the necessities.
What you're smelling is a natural musk.
Ew.
You don't need to be a medical test subject.
How do you feel? Mostly okay. Sometimes, though.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman. Let's break for lunch.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
All right, deal.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Tower Talk Business Radio, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm your host, Anisha Boston Hill, along with Ray Schwetz, and we're broadcasting live from the Nassau Community College President's Award. And our guest today is Mike Gannon. He's a franchise owner of College Nannies, Sitters, and Tutors. And Mike, I do need you in my life, and we're so happy to have you here today with us.
Thank you. Now, Mike Gannon is a franchise owner of College Nannies, Sitters, and Tutors. The organization is the nation's most complete resource for a full-service nanny, sitting, and customized tutoring services. The business's core values are to have a can-do attitude and a strong belief that results matter. Now, Mike and his wife have lived the challenges of being working parents with demanding careers while raising 3 active sons. And after learning of College Nannies, Sitters, and Tutors, Mike jumped on board to be part of the company's efforts to build stronger families together on Long Island. So, Mike, that's amazing, and I'm in your world because I got 3 little girls at home. So tell us a little bit about how you got started.
Yeah, so, my career, I started out my career as a journalist, actually. I was a reporter and editor and eventually got into a career in corporate communications on Wall Street. And, I was looking to do something different. I wanted to own my own business. And, part of that was motivated by the fact that, I do have 3 young sons. I wanted to spend more time around them and not have to commute into Manhattan every day. And, so I started looking at a number of business opportunities. And, when I came across College Nannies, Sitters, and Tutors, it just spoke to me in terms of, what its mission was and the need it serves. In a community, like Long Island, where there's so many 2-income families, where there's, childcare is a need that so many people have. And, you want to know that your kids, when you can't be with them, that they're with somebody that, obviously that they're safe with, but somebody that, engages them and kind of, helps them engage their passion. So, I really like the idea and the mission that this company has. As you said, we are a franchise. We've been around for 17 years. We started in Minneapolis, but we're pretty new to Long Island. So that was the other thing that really appealed to me was, building something and kind of from scratch here in a market that doesn't really know who we are. And I'm excited to, be out and we're talking to families and potential employees every day. And it's been a great ride so far.
That's really cool.
Now, what are some of the, challenges that you face as an expanding franchise here in the Long Island market?
Well, clearly, talent is something that you're competing for, and look, unemployment's low. There's a lot of great jobs out there, and we think we have a great product to offer potential employees. Really, what we are from an employee's perspective is we're a gig economy play, so we're offering jobs that are flexible. You could essentially make your own schedule. You don't have to call in when you need a day off. You basically, we look for a minimum commitment that people could, offers a certain number of hours a week. We put those hours into a system. We have a mobile app. And then the families that sign up to use our service, they could log on anytime. So say you need a sitter on Friday night, you could log on to the app. You see a list of sitters and what times they're available on Friday night. You could click on a bio, learn more about them, like who they are, what their background is, what their credentials are. And then you could book them right there on the app. And the sitter follows up with a phone call, and away we go. So it's really it's great from an employee's perspective because again, You can work as much or as little as you want. And from the parent's perspective, instead of having to scramble to find that one perfect babysitter, you've got a number of options at your disposal and the convenience of a mobile app. And the other thing is we're a locally owned business, and we're always here to kind of handle and troubleshoot calls as well. We're not just a great piece of technology. We're not just a mobile app. We're a living, breathing local business that wants to help people.
Now, what differentiates you from the competition out there?
Well, what I just said, right? I mean, I think you could find great sitters anywhere, right? I mean, and as parents, I'm sure you've gone through this yourself. You could go online, you could look anywhere, you could ask friends and neighbors, everything. We're recruiting and hiring every day. We're out there, and what we're doing. Think to like what everybody's had great sitters and bad sitters in their lifetime, right? As a parent,
I've had no sitters yet. I'm so scared to have sitters. I tried it once, but not so much.
Yeah, no, definitely. But we look for that experience. When you think like the best sitter you've had, it's somebody that that your kids look forward to coming over your house. That is really engaging. That that they have fun with, and at the end of the night, they're excited to tell you how much fun they all had. We strive to provide that sitter in various different various different people. It's not going to be the same person every time necessarily, but that's the service that we want to deliver every single time to our clients.
No, that's fantastic. Now, so tell us a little bit about the tutoring services. I mean, that's key. You've bridged from birth to school age.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is fantastic. Is it just one specific subject? How do they engage you? If I'm a mom or dad out there, how do we engage you or your staff to say, I need tutoring for my child in this specific area?
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, really, everything we do, we have this. What I've been describing in our sitter business is really our on-call sitter service, but everything we do can be customized, right? We also do nanny and sitter placement. So if you have a specific need, specific times, like on a regular basis, we'll go out and recruit and hire somebody specifically for you in those times. And again, we really strive to kind of find the perfect person for you. It's the same in our tutoring business. We really we focus more on sort of middle school up, and we try to provide again we sit down every meeting, whether it's a sitter client or a tutor client. We sit down with the family. We talk about what they're hoping to get out of the relationship, what their goals are, and who their student or who their child best works with. What are they looking for? What kind of attributes? And we go out and try and find that perfect person for you. And and again, these are things that we've all done as parents, in one way or another, sometimes on our own, and it's hard because it's time consuming to go out there and find that perfect person. And that's the service we're trying to provide, right? Is to use our expertise in hiring and kind of marketing these jobs and taking that headache away from parents so that they could focus on enjoying time with their family when they're home.
Now, Ray and our business listeners out there, how do they contact you? You mentioned the app. I'm sure you have a website. Yep. Can you share those details with us?
Absolutely, yeah. So, I mean, our website's collegenanniesandtutors.com. You can find my office, collegenanniesandtutors.com/Garden City NY. And you can find our mobile app, which is called My Sitters, and you can find that both on the Apple App Store and Google Play. And you could download the app, you get some information there, and really it's about we give us a call. We'd love to talk to families about what we do and how we can help them. If you're interested in moving forward, we could always get families set up on that app and ready to go.
And what are some last words you would like to leave with our listening audience?
Sure. Well, yeah. I mean, we're excited to be here at the Presidential Awards Dinner today. We work with we employ a lot of Nassau Community College students, and we were at the job fair a couple weeks ago. Always excited to kind of be here and kind of speaking with students. The type of students that are here today, scholarship winners and really motivated students are exactly the type of people that we want to work with because like I said, we're really looking for sitters that are engaging, that are really into what they do, and kind of want to get out there and help people in their community, and that's that's why we're here.
Mike Gannon, franchise owner of College Nanny Sitters and Tutors. Thank you so much for your support of Nassau Community College and the Presidential Awards ceremony.
Thanks for having me.
A little tongue-tied there. We appreciate your service to the community and especially to Nassau Community College.
Thanks very much.
Thanks you.
So much.
Take care.
Thank you. And we're still here, everyone, and we have one more amazing guest from Mr. Wes Hempstead himself. And we're so happy to have you here with us. I'd like to introduce you to William Clare, partner for New York Life Insurance Company.
Yep. New York Life is the third largest insurance company in the United States and one of the largest life insurers in the world. Bill began his professional career with New York Life in 2007, and he oversees his team's production and activities in the New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut region from Queens General Office in Rego Park. Bill's life mission and focus of his practice is to educate communities about financial services. He's a dynamic coach and leader, and he prides himself on the 4 P's, which is passion, patience, and purpose to please. He is most proud of the difference he makes in people's lives as he coaches them to reach their financial goals and their desires. Thank you so much for joining us again today on Tower Talk.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for your support with the Presidential Awards and the ceremony.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Great to be here.
We're so excited to have you here today. We hear such wonderful things. I mean, your bio itself just speaks, giving back to the community, hard work and dedication, and of course, passion. What does it mean for you to be a part of today's ceremony and awards?
It just means so much to give back to the community. I've lived here over 20 years. My daughter actually attends and takes classes here, and so I drop her off all the time. And so this school has been a part of my family, my friends, and the community for so long. And to give back, to be here, and to address the students here just means so much to me.
No, that's fantastic. That's powerful.
Awesome. Yes.
That's definitely powerful. Now, you mentioned the locations you have for New York Life and Company. Tell us a little bit more about the services you provide and, how you engage with the community.
Well, we engage with the community several different ways. The services we provide are the common services that most people need. And so everyone needs to know whether or not their retirement's on track. Everyone needs to know whether or not their investments are working to their physical needs. So let's say I want to save for a car. I want to save for a house. I want to save to get out of debt. And are they getting the best rate of return on their money? Most people don't know that. They don't know how to gauge for that. And so what we do through our company is to hold people's hands, to kind of help them, make them feel comfortable on how they perform the best practices to make those goals become reality.
That's awesome. Now, how do you look for the people that help your clients? How do you look for candidates to work for you?
Very simply. Sometimes most people are intimidated. They think they need to have a degree in economics. They need to have financial services background, but not necessarily. We just really need people who are coachable, that have a passion to help others. Of course, they have to not be afraid of math, and because the little addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, you'll have to be able to perform those skill sets, but most everyone here has that. And so if you have the knack of speaking to people, to listen to people, to be concerned about what matters to them, and then use the teaching and all of the different skill sets that are skilled upon you through the coaching of New York Life and the coaching of the mentorship that we have here, you will be the perfect person we're looking for.
What are some tips you would give business owners or aspiring business owners out there regarding, starting their own company or the trials and tribulations of being a partner?
Well, if you're going to be a business owner, you really have to have a great work ethic, right? You got to be able to withstand the sacrifices that are needed to make sure you actually get to where you're looking to be as you started to put that dream in your mind, put that idea in your head. And so if you don't have that stick-to-itiveness, then sometimes even if you have all the great skill sets and you want to do it, you may not make it. So what we do is we help you through the psychological points of view of the business. And you have to get prepared. You have to brace yourself. You got to firm yourself up to be able to handle that, as well as being able to be intellectually gifted to know what your business wants to do and what your business wants to accomplish. So you add those two together, and then you'll be able to handle the business. On the second side of the question about what we offer to help someone come into the business to look to be part of us, is that that person really needs to want to be coached. And what I look at the positions that we give at New York Life, it's kind of like your MBA, but you're actually performing